Hello. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about two of the readings from our class. Chapter 1 is Technology Neutral by Hare, and the mere presence of a smartphone reduces basal intentional performance by Nick and others. These honestly made me think about my own habits with my phone and technology in general, and I'll explain why technology isn't really neutral and give you some examples and kind of connect it to my own life as a student. So I'm going to start with this question: is technology neutral? Like before this class, I probably would have said yes. A phone is just a tool. It's not good or bad, but it's just about how you use it. But Hare makes the point that it's not just simple. The design of technology pushes us in certain directions. So when I think about apps like TikTok or Instagram, how we have infinite scrolling, that didn't just happen by accident. It was designed as a way to keep us scrolling. And because of that, people, including myself, end up losing like an hour without even realizing it. And that's not neutral. That's the app shaping my behavior. Another example Hare talks about is how technology can change values. Like communication is so fast now that people expect instant replies. If I don't text someone back in like 10 minutes, they might think I'm ignoring them. That expectation only exists because of the technology we use. So it changes how we see our relationships and what we expect from each other. Now, the Nick article connects to this really well. They did this study where they tested people's attention, and even if a phone was off and face down, people still did worse on tasks compared to when the phone wasn't even in the room. I just think that's kind of crazy, but it also makes sense. Personally, I know I'll pick up my phone even without realizing why. I'll unlock it, stare at the screen, and then I'm like, wait, what did I even need to do? Because it's such a habit. What the study shows is that our brains are kind of checking in with the phone even when we aren't even using it, so just having it nearby is very distracting. That's proof of why technology isn't neutral. It affects us just by being there. This stuff shows up all the time in real life. Like in class, when people put their phones face down on the desk, it's still distracting because you can feel you wanting to check it. Or when you hang out with your friends, if everyone has their phones out, the conversation is like totally different. There are way more pauses and less eye contact with each other because people are only half paying attention because their phone is with them. And I feel like there is also this pressure too. Like I feel like I always have to be available. If I don't answer a text, someone is gonna assume I'm mad at them or just ignoring them. But that's not me even deciding that. It's just because phones make a constant communication possible, so now it's expected. And that just shows how technology changes the social norms. It even connects to the Methaphone project we talked about. Like people will carry around a fake phone and still feel the urge to always want to check it. That just shows how deep the habit goes. So the main thing I take away from these readings is that technology isn't just sitting there neutral, it's always influencing us. The designs, the notification, the way it fits into our routines, it all changes how we think and how we act. For me as a student, I feel like this really hits hard. Like I would have to put my phone in another room if I really want to focus on my schoolwork, whether it was to study or to write a paper, because if it's next to me, I know I'm not going to be completely focused. And I used to blame myself for not having enough willpower, but now I see it's also about how the phone is actually designed to want to grab your attention. I think Hare and Nick both push us to recognize that once we know technology isn't neutral, we can start questioning it more. Like instead of just saying, oh, like I'm terrible at focusing, maybe we can acknowledge that the technology is designed this way and think about better ways to set boundaries for ourselves or even push for better designs. So to end this video, I just want to say technology isn't neutral. Hare shows us how design shapes behavior and values, and Nick proves that even the presence of a smartphone reduces our attention span. Together, they really highlight that technology changes us whether we realize it or not. For myself, it just made me realize that I can't treat my phone as a harmless tool. It definitely impacts how I focus, how I act around my friends, and even how I think about my relationships. And this whole situation and assignment really kind of was eye-opening for me.